bit softer, he'd have a much straighter shot on the 2. He wouldn't have this situation here. But I'm very impressed. I mean, he's made 2 early mistakes in the first 2 racks, and then he's come back, and then he's caused me to do the old commentator's curse again.
Look at this, though. He ended up smelling like roses.
Well, missed that one because he was queuing with the bridge, so he had to remove the bridge and the queue at the same time. So kind of made him jump off the shot. Now Efren here, one of the best kickers in the world.
He needed something tough to show us why he's the magician.
Yeah.
Right.
What is it about Efren's kicking that makes him so tough, Max?
I just think he knows what he's doing because of his billiards background and his ability to
3-cushion billiards.
To be accurate in 3-cushion billiards. Look at this, beautiful. Not only did he hit it, but he left him a, not an easy shot. Yeah, because as far as billiards go, I've been playing some Italian 9-pin lately, and that's really helped my kicking game.
Cinque Birilli. I think that's how you say it in Italian, right? I think so.
How do you say it?
Cinque Birilli. I don't know. We should ask Fabio Petroni about that.
Oh, that's 5-pin. Cinque is 5. Yeah.
They play 5. There are 5-pin tables in the States?
Yeah, where I play at Best Billiards Las Vegas, they're also my sponsor. They have 4 billiard tables, and the owner, Romano Scalis, he's been teaching me 9-pin. It's a great game. Well, it's 5-pin or 9-pin.
There's so many different disciplines of pool around the world, and John Salazar came up with a very good safety there.
Oh my God,
but Efren, is he going to get this behind the 9?
Well, there's no pot out for the side, but he cannot shoot this for the corner. Almost got the block on the 9-ball, Max. That
was amazing.
What they used to say with Efren in the beginning was he would always get lucky on kicking out of safeties, and then he got lucky again and again and again, and people realized, oh, it's not luck. He's doing this on purpose.
Underneath, around by the corner pocket. Looks like he's looking at the 1-rail kick. Unless he can just see it and cut it. I'm not sure what he's doing. Yeah, the 1-rail.
Behind 7-10?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me.
That's that billiards.
You know, make a Z shot and come back.
Yeah, Z shot 1, 2, 3, 4 rails back into the 6.
3 consecutive fouls in 9-ball and 10-ball are loss of rack. So if Efren on his next visit cannot get a legal shot, John Salazar will take rack number 8. And I think that's what we're going to see right now. I cannot see Efren getting a legal shot here.
Well, there's a tiny gap here between the 7 and the rail. If you could find a way to get in there.
Yeah, that's a hard gap to get to.
Yeah.
How about hitting the point and taking your chances?
You know what? He might be doing that. I think you made the right call.
Got it.
Wow.
Legal shot. You called. He's calling it into the corner. Off rail first.
Look at this.
Cue ball. This is where Efren really has to buckle down. Does the 4 go into that corner pocket, or is the 10 in the way?
I think it's a 5. I think it goes in. I think he has half the pocket, but he might rather go for a tough combo. If it's going to be a tough shot, may as well give yourself a chance to win.
Win the rack.
He's calling the 5.
Okay.
If he lands good on this, he might end up playing the 6-10 combo.
He's playing safety all the way. He had safety really in mind. The 5 was just a bonus.
Yeah.
He's really he thinks at a different level than the rest of us, doesn't he?
And come off the rail, then come out.
Well, he didn't have. It was too thin to do that. I mean, the rail over by the 8-ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just such a thin angle that was tough.
Efren Reyes, 2 rail kick shot, nails the 7-ball.
I'm not giving this out yet. Still has to make the 8.
10-ball to make the break less important than it is a 9-ball. And Efren Reyes has to put on his thinking cap now.
Well, you can just spin this out. Take the 1, add a bit of left-hand spin. Should work its way towards the 2 ball.
Wow, what a shot. And look at this cue ball.
That I didn't figure he
Unbelievable.
That was beautiful. What a shot.
I figured he'd hold Max somewhere where the 5 is.
And the 6 ball compounded the difficulty with lacking his bridge, but he's so good at using a long bridge anyway. It didn't really phase him.
I don't know why John didn't hit that harder, because he had a lot of balls there to hide an efen here. Well, he can't see it. Figured he would try and just jump half ball over the 8.
A lot of the younger guys would jump this, but Efren, being the magician, look at this.
Oh,
wow.
And that's my desire as well, but the tournament will continue hopefully for, you know, a couple hundred years. And Reyes has made an unbelievable
2-rail kick. He could play safe by just thinning the 5 on the left-hand side. It should just go to that side cushion and come 2 rails behind the 9, or 1 rail behind the 9. But I think he's going to try to make the 7 ball. And Efren knew exactly where the 5 was going. If you noticed before the shot, he pointed his cue between the 6 and the 9, anticipating that's where the 5 ball's path would go. It just didn't come out quite far enough. Don't know if he can make it in the corner. And once again, we might have gone for it. Efren knew he could lock him up 100% of the time there. Now, Jim's got a 1-rail kick, and the 5 is makeable in the side. I think what Jim wants to do here is, if he's not going to play to make that 5 ball, he's probably going to try to hit it on the high side and get some separation. I don't think he's going to hit this too hard. He didn't want to risk scratching in the corner. Well, what would you do? Bank it cross side, or play it down to the head rail and send the cue ball 2 rails behind the 9 ball? That's exactly what he did. And once again, it's a percentage play. He can execute that shot probably every time. He's got 2 balls that he can protect the cue ball with, and even if he came out a little short, he had the possibility of the 8 ball blocking the 5. At the end of this game, I want to get back and tell you this story about John Schmidt, and stand by for that. You'll be fascinated. And as Efren predicted when he played the safe, Jim did not hit the 5 ball. Efren has ball in hand, and it should be pretty academic from here to go up 8-2. Well, this is going right in, and it's going to be 8-2 Efren. So let me tell you a little John Schmidt. Real quick, I'll get back to John Schmidt in a second. Efren came up dry on the break. Jim's right on top of the 1 ball, and looks like he's going to just try to play it safe. He's got to watch the corner pocket here that he doesn't hit it too hard, and maybe scratch off the 8 ball. That's a good shot. And looks like Efren's probably going to go 2 rails behind, hit the 1 thin, maybe send the cue ball down towards the 2 and the 6. It's always fun to sit here and anticipate what Efren's going to do, because you're wrong most of the time, but every now and then I might get lucky, so let's see what he does. No, he hit it slow. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Well, I think he let it come out, but just the fact that he played that shot with the speed that he played it and the knowledge wouldn't have been my first thought, I'll tell you that. Anyway, so back to John just for a second. So anyway, John comes over to Q Masters, and he's got his new OB1 shaft, and he's got a butt that isn't the proper butt. So he screws the OB1 shaft on there. He starts hitting some balls, and he's just trying things out, getting the feel for it. So a couple hours go by, and the butt that they were making for John shows up at Q Masters, and now he's got a complete, brand new OB1 Q. Okay. So John screws it together, and decides to practice a little Mr. 403 now. And I was kidding him a little bit after that. I said, well, John, from now on when we play, it's going to have to be 400 no count for you. All right, back to the match here for a second. Look. And the magician performs another trick. Kisses the 2-ball in off the side. If he's going to kick this way, it looks like he's going to try to make the 1-ball. Maybe he's just going to hit it slow and come 2 rails. Absolutely. Now he needs to come out, or he's going to be behind the 5. I don't think he got there. Without a doubt, the greatest kicker ever. The score is now 8-3 in favor of Efen Reyes. I think it's just a straight masse. Yeah, I was wrong again. Now you may. Yeah. He jumped up on that. I think he jumped up on it, and I think the reason he missed it so bad, he tried to put a little too much spin on it, and the cue ball deflected off to the left, which made him hit the 8 a little thinner, and it's going to be academic from here. And Efren's going through to the next round. Now, Efen does not play again today, for those of you that are following him. I believe his next match will be sometime tomorrow night. We'll try to get you an update on that later on.